How horrible is it that the patriarchy society has made it that, men age like fine wine, but women age like prunes. And when the menopause kicks, we're all dead. Like, it's just awful.
I don't think that came from patriarchy. That came from women.
Oh?
And I'll say that because it's women who express desires for qualities that older men have. That's where it's like men age like fine wine. It's not men that said that, it's women. The sexiest man alive for like the past 7-8 years running has been men over the age of 40. George Clooney was, Brad Pitt, I think Idris Elba. These are all men over the age of 40. So the whole thing that men age like fine wine has always come from women. It's never come from men.
When women say they've suddenly become invisible, what they mean is they've never had to do any work when dating, and suddenly meeting someone no longer magically happens all by itself. Welcome to the real world, ladies. Men age like fine wine because women mostly want skills and traits that come with age and experience, while men mostly want beauty and loyalty, which can already be present at age 20. In short, they want you because you've achieved something already. They don't see your potential and don't want to struggle together with you to achieve your potential. The best time in a man's life is after his 40s, when he's financially stable and has experienced struggle and suffering. You do not need to prove anything to anybody. You need less. You know what you want, and you are allowed to forget things now and then. You have acquired life experience and people skills, and are able to see through most women's schemes, and the ones that do fool you at the beginning are exposed very quickly. You are in a position to work and play at your own leisure, and women have no idea how to manipulate you because your needs and perceptions have changed to a point they will never understand. The sad thing is that these women don't realize that the right woman can bring out the best in a man. Most of these women want the reward of a good man without putting in the work to bring out a man's potential. See, the difference is when we reach middle age, we've got everything that we've worked hard for. When a woman reaches middle-aged, her best years are behind her, and those looks wear off, and unless she's married, she's just miserable past her prime and ran through. Very often we see the aging process and time passing by as negative, but a mindset change can make us see it as an opportunity to get better in every way and even enjoy the process. Probably what these women really mean is that they feel invisible to the type of men they'd like to attract. It's also a case of both men and women who refuse to look after themselves and evolve and improve themselves in every way. Physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, professionally, more satisfied with themselves and life in general, happier, smarter, more compassionate, etc. But still want to attract and get the good stuff. I will also add that men and women are different in terms of the things that we prioritize and find important or attractive. Many women tend to assume that we, men, give importance to the same things as them, and vice versa. This situation poses a big problem, because for the most part, men don't know what women want, and women don't what men want. Women expect certain standards from men that they do not expect from themselves. I've never heard a woman ever say, ever, that she wants a man she can provide for, protect, and pay all his bills, even in this day and age of so-called equality. Because of stability, experience, and cultural expectations, younger women may find older men more attractive. Some older women may feel threatened or frustrated by this preference. They start feeling competition between the younger women, which creates tensions between same-age older men and women. That is one of the reasons why older men are losing interest in same-age women. Men have no clocks, so young men are forced to compete with old men for the same pool of young women. Notably, you have 30-year-old guys who are above 6 with good income, which is pretty tough competition for an average young guy. So if men 18, 50 are going after women who are 18, 30, that's like a ratio of 3 men per woman. How good are any man's options at this point? Young women have the most bargaining power. Don't feel bad when you get rejected in college. The odds are just not in your favor. Imagine the last time you went to a party with 75% dudes. Real life has similar odds. So, should men settle down early? Well, no. We don't have a biological clock, and we can wait because it is true, as they say, that men age like fine wine. Not just in terms of looks, but also in terms of maturity and especially financial health. I would say if you aren't succeeding with young women before 25, you'll have a tough time at 30. Plenty of older women for you, though. Sure, there will be some guys who claim they're getting more college girls at 30 than 21. But how many of these guys exist out of millions? But guys who think they have an automatic shot at younger women when they're above 30 are in for a surprise. The fact you are competing with older guys for the limited pool of young women makes your odds significantly worse. Remember, every freshman dating an upperclassman is one fewer freshman girl for freshman guys to date, except this will never stop. This is also why most men are invisible to women. It's hard to compete against 3-to-1 odd. If there are 3 girls per guy, you can bet most girls would be invisible to guys too. And by those odds above, a guy needs to be top 30% even to play the game. Even at the top 30%, the guy would still be a below average option, because in terms of dating, women are born valuable, while men have to become valuable. Men value women for who they are, aka their beauty, femininity, ability to give birth, etc. So basically things that you receive by default when you are born. When women preserve these things by not sleeping around, demolishing their bodies through excessive body modifications, etc., then women can sustain their attractiveness for as long as Mother Nature allows it in a natural way. Women, on the other hand, value men for what they are capable of, aka how brave and confident they are, how competent they are, what they achieved, or are capable of achieving, etc. You don't hear stories of boss women falling in love with the boy who lives a street away, right? Because he has nothing, even if he is handsome. The sweet girl living next door, however, might have everything that a man wants. This gives men a fair and unfair position at the same time. Men can age like wine if they take care of themselves in terms of body, mind, spirituality, and financial situation. These are the top 5-10% of men who are in their 40s or 50s and still can date young women in their 20s. You don't see this the other way around that often, except for short-term fun. Women, on the other hand, don't have the pressure of having to achieve or conquer anything to be attractive to men, but the ability to sustain one's attractiveness is more limited due to the fact that men value these default things that are nature-given and tend to decline over time. If you don't believe me, create 2 online dating profiles, average-looking woman and a handsome man. You will see that the average woman gets far more attention than the top-tier guy will ever receive. Try it and let us all know here. It's pretty simple. Life is like a video game. Men and women have their advantages and disadvantages, so make the best out of what you got. Don't compare yourself with others. The older the woman is someone who has more partners, and she is not in her physical prime. And that's why they say women age like milk. She might be more mature, but that doesn't matter because of the negative aspects. Men age better, because when we were in our 20s, women didn't care about us, because we were too inexperienced, too young, and broke. When a man is older, he gets his priorities straight, and to be honest, he is in a much better financial position than he was before, and has more experience with women, which makes him more attractive to younger women of today. All of this is a reality that is never taught to younger men and women. It's something all of us learn as we age. As men, we get to find out why girls our own age prefer some old dude who's got a good job, drives a classy car, and can buy her luxury vacation and designer handbags. All of this happens as we wonder and look on, trying to calculate when we'll be able to pay off our college debt. Just look at the advent of OnlyFans and the idea of sugar daddies. Older men are happier with younger women because they're more feminine, fit, and beautiful, and are happy with what the man can provide for her. While older women will whine, not be grateful for what the man can provide, and will probably have insecurities regarding their health and beauty. So, it's just a natural order of things. So, when women complain about why older men don't pursue them or want them, it's because men work extremely hard to get to where they are in their middle age, and they've mostly spent their 20s being rejected by younger women who wanted the older and more financially stable guys. Now, when these guys are in their 40s, they believe it's their time to be with the younger women who still flock to older and successful men. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.